Hi everyone, it's Az here from HeelvsBabyface with your third and final video of the day. Thank you for watching the other two. You guys have been watching the crap out of them. But the first one that I released today, of course, was my review of Birds of Prey. The Emancipation of One Harley Quinn. Yeah, it's a stupid title. That's got nothing to do with emancipation whatsoever. Oh, never mind. That's the least of the film's problems. Now, it's no spoilers because I've even gotten the thumbnail. Birds of Prey review. It's shite. Because guess what, folks? The film is absolutely horrific. Its pacing is god-awful. Its writing is god-awful. Its direction is horrific. And one thing I didn't say in the review, by the way, but does definitely deserve a mention, the music is so obnoxious. It's like they went into the YouTube free music library and just yanked out some tunes and stuck it in the film. Now, I'm not saying this has got anything to do with it, but if we just look at the person who directed the movie, let's just have a look at their credits, shall we? Whoa, 3 short films. 1 in 2013 and 2 in 2016. They did Dead Pigs in 2018. Then they get Birds of Prey. Absolutely 100% sure that that was on merit. And so it didn't go to a director who had no experience, particularly with a film of a budget and actors of this nature. No. And as regards to the writer of it, we've got Shut In, Unforgettable, 2016 and 17, Bumblebee, and then Birds of Prey, and now they've been gifted The Flash and Batgirl. Sure, they're not heading for a mitigated disaster either, because, again, absolutely got that writing gig on merit. You can just see with that great body of work which shines and speaks for itself. Oh my god! The sarcasm was so strong there. So let's get into the article. Birds of Prey is flying lower than expected. Look, if Birds of Prey flies any lower, I mean, it's already hit the electric cables and the birds have died and they're just dropping to the earth. So maybe we should just leave it at that, shall we? The Margot Robbie-led DC movie is the first studio superhero pick of 2020. It's not a superhero pick. She's not a superhero, she's a villain. But there again, I can understand why the Hollywood Reporter is confused, because in the film, she's a villain, and then she's good, and then she's a villain again, and then she's good. Oh, and then at the end, she's a villain again. So yeah, she's had more heel and face turns than fucking Big Show in WWE. Yeah, wrestling fans just went, hey, alright, I'll get on with it. So yeah, I'm not surprised that they themselves are slightly confused by this all. Birds of Prey and the Fantabulous. Oh, I forgot the Fantabulous. What? Oh my god, it's Fantabulous! Ah! The Fantabulous Emancipation of One Harley Quinn is flying lower than expected at the Friday box office for a domestic debut in the 33 to 55 million range, according to early returns. But heading into the weekend, the film had eyed a 50 million opening, with Warner Brothers themselves projecting 45 million. And you have to take into consideration, when your studio is giving projections, they give a little bit lower than they truly think. It's like when I do the Blizzard earnings call. Blizzard always, all companies do, but I'm just using Blizzard as an example. You project, and you project lower than you truly think. Within the range, nothing too stupid. You know, if you put, oh, we think we're going to do $1 this quarter. We did 6 million. Oh my god! You can't do that. You can't do that. You got to be there or thereabouts, particularly when you've got shareholders. But you're going to lowball slightly. So you can absolutely guarantee that Warner Brothers was more of akin to the 50 million mark than the 45 million mark that they were projecting. But even at 45, you're looking at 10 to 12 million below that, which is a huge chunk of change in the grand scale, and way, way, way below projection figures of 15 to 17 million. Now, that doesn't mean it's absolutely going to happen. These are predictions, but projections, I should really say. But based off what I saw at the cinema, and I had a lovely talk to the woman behind the what they called? Oh my God, the sweets and stuff. We got some popcorn. Confectionery stand. Boom, got it. She was lovely. She was absolutely lovely to talk to. She was so funny. And we said, which theatre are we in? And she's like, oh, number 9, which is the small ones, not the row 1 to 8 of the big cinema screens. They went, oh, they're in number 9, the small one. She actually said the small one. And we said, oh, right. And she went, don't worry, there's nobody in. And then we went, and it was in the afternoon, so sure, kids are at school, people are at work, and it is a 15 in the UK. But we went in, there was me and my mate, there was 1, 2, 3, 4. There was 4 other, there was 2 people there, 2 people there, 2 people there, 2 people there. And that was it. And nobody laughed. There was no noise in the cinema. There was no, laughing. There's no, ooh, ah, no reactions. The film was boring for the most part. Absolutely horrendous. So, judging by the fact that the one behind the concession stand, whatever, was taking the piss out of the film before we'd even seen it, kind of said everything. They weren't expecting people to come in and watch it, which clearly shows that tickets weren't being booked for it. Otherwise, they would have moved it to a proper screen. But, oh well, So, this is just one cinema. That's just one cinema. But if that's got anything to show, and by these predictions, then yeah, it's probably not going to do so good. Overseas, the year's first film that may or may not have superheroes and supervillains, but none of them, whatever, has earned 7.5 million since opening midweek. So that's Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Let's say Wednesday, Thursday. Being generous. Only took 7.5 million. In parts of Asia, including South Korea, the film is being impacted by fears over the coronavirus. I'm sure that's it. I'm sure that's the reason why they're sticking away. And not the fact that the film is probably going to be god-awful. In North America, the R-rated pick is on course for roughly 13 million on Friday, including only 4 million in the Thursday previews. While Birds of Prey preview gross came in far under recent R-rated superhero movies, like Deadpool, which did 12.7 million, and Joker, which did 13.3 million. This is quite interesting. Ticket sales were on par with the studio's female-fronted Ocean's 8, which didn't do well. And can I just say, this film isn't tanking because it's woke. The film's not woke. It's just shit. It's not tanking because it's female-led or got a female cast. I think it's tanking due to the trailers that they put out. The trailers make the film look fucking awful. And guess what? The trailers were right. The film is fucking awful. And also the garbage marketing campaign which went on around it, where you had Ewan McGregor saying that this is going to scare the patriarchy out of people. What the fuck is he going on about? And then, of course, you had Christina the writer, who was just like, this film's about misogyny and it's about toxic masculinity. And then by the time they realised, oh my god, yes, the bulk of people who go to watch superhero films are actually guys. And all we're saying is, you're toxic and you're horrible and we think you're poopy faces. Then Margot Robbie suddenly turns around and is just like, hey, I think guys should go and see this. No fucking shit. You want Payday? It's not Margot Robbie's fault. Well, actually, I think she's credited as a producer. No. No, this whole thing has just been pretty mismanaged, miscommunicated. Well, I say miscommunicated. If you're trying to sell a film, right, don't try and sell it on wokeness. Number one, if your film isn't woke, because it wasn't. A couple of moments of, whatever. But that's just to be expected regardless. But to sell it on the characters, sell it on the action, sell it on the theme, sell it on something. Don't tell your target audience that we're just gonna die. This is about lecturing you. No one wants to go to fucking cinema and be lectured at, you dumb people. Fucking hell. Cathy Yan directed the Warner Brothers title, which sees Margot Robbie reprise her Suicide Squad role as Harley Quinn, along with DC newcomers Black Canary, Actually, somebody took the piss out of Rosie. Rosie Perez is one of the best things about this group of people. Birds of Prey has gotten largely positive reviews, sitting at 87% rating on Rotten Tomatoes. Yeah, Rotten Tomatoes is absolutely full of shit, and everyone knows that. They pull ratings, they tweak ratings, they change ratings, they delete ratings. We've seen it across the board. Rotten Tomatoes is the least trustworthy site that you could possibly go to. And it's owned by Warner Brothers, who made the film. What a fucking surprise. So, the critics can give it as many good reviews as possible. I gave mine, and I was as honest and as fair as I possibly could be. I said when there was a couple of decent things and why they were decent. But for the vast majority of the film, it was boring, terribly paced, terribly written, just garbled mess. Terribly directed. Yeah. So there you go. I guess it's just getting what it really deserves. I hope you enjoyed the vid. If you did, do give it a thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel. Follow me. Buy a mug as well. Go to the previous video because I can't be bothered to link the link here. Just go to the previous video. It's in the description box there. And I'll be back with some more stuff very soon. You take care. Bye for now.